guys later.
Yeah, it's all done. Go home.
David Steele, Matt Kukas behind the mics.
Sean Stevenson having a great year shooting from beyond the arc, and he knocks down his first attempt of the night. Shooting 49% from beyond the arc. Dwight Howard with a powerful move against Dirk Nowitzki. And we have our first Magic points here tonight. Magic getting the ball inside to Dwight Howard. Redick matches up with Deshaun Stevenson. And Nowitzki defended by Turkoglu. That matchup at the 4 position. Jason Kidd with a jump shot. Long rebound comes out to Nelson. Throw ahead to Redick. Redick reversed it, no good. Kidd to the front court, pushing it for the Mavericks. Now Nowitzki posting up Turkoglu. Slips inside of Ito and scoops it in. Had a word, I think, for Turkoglu after he made the move on it.
He smiled at him as to say, why are you guarding me? But Ito started the season as a 4-man with the Phoenix Suns. They didn't stay with it too long because it didn't work very well. And normally, Dirk does not get off to great starts. So he usually saves most of his scoring for fourth quarter. So I guess that's the thing. He'll go with that for a while.
Okay. Redick with the shot clock ticking down. A 24-second violation on the Magic.
Violation, Dallas ball.
That's one way to silence me. Just don't give me a microphone.
What's going on over there? Major microphone blockage. First you have clock blockage. Now you've got microphone blockage. We're all squared away now. Sean Stevenson, Kidd, quick pass to Caron Butler, and Dallas off to a great start. They jumped out to an 8-2 lead.
They have not been, as a team, not all that great of a three-point shooting team. 17th in the league at 35%.
Caron Butler's been an outstanding three-point shooter throughout his career. Nowitzki. Turkoglu says all ball, but Tommy Nunez Jr. says nope, you got him on the arm. That'll send Nowitzki to the free throw line.
Dirk at only 87% from the line. That's low for him. He's last year over 90.
And what's going on with that? Always up there right around 90.
Well, I guess when you're up at 90 and you miss a few, it can go down very quickly. I think it was a couple of weeks ago I saw that he dropped down to 83%. He figured out he had to make 54 in a row to get back up over 90. It's a pretty high standard.
Which he's capable of doing. He's at 28 in a row right now with those two. And Dallas out to a 10-2 lead. Jason Richardson. Nicely done.
Very nice.
Came off a nice Dwight Howard screen.
There you go. A nice little curl off of Dwight. That'll get Jason going a little bit. That's not his strong suit coming off screens, but the Magic certainly have to find some way. Here's a nice steal.
And a foul on Caron Butler.
Foul on number 4, Caron Butler.
Jason Richardson with a fine defensive play.
And what I'm curious to see is when Dwight sets those little down screens and then he releases to the basket. Clean pick by Jason Richardson, and then the collision with Caron Butler.
Nelson jawing a little bit with Deshaun Stevenson coming to the front court. Richardson's jumper is rebounded by Nowitzki. Nelson matches up with Kidd on the other end. Kidd finds the three-point line and fires the jumper. Rebound Richardson for the Magic. Ito Turkoglu. And a foul on Tyson Chandler.
Good position by Dwight on the early offense. Now Tyson Chandler is getting credit, and rightfully so, for the big turnaround defensively for Dallas. They've become a very good defensive team. He has started all 26 games, but remember in the Charlotte series last year, Larry Brown did everything possible to keep Tyson Chandler away from Dwight Howard, knowing that he would pick up fouls. Now you would think that Tyson might say something to Coach Rick Carlisle. Coach, don't start me tonight. If you want to get any minutes from me.
And they've got Brendan Haywood on the bench, who's been an effective defender against Dwight.
He's been one of the better ones, and there's not too many.
Butler short on the three. The long rebound wheeled in by Redick.
A good release by Jason Richardson. And that's what he's used to doing with Phoenix. Get out and run. And spot up at the three-point line. It's a good throw ahead by Redick, even though the shot doesn't go. That's a good look.
Nice defense by J.J. Redick, but Caron Butler with a tough shot. Nelson gets a Howard screen on the pick and roll. Kicks it out to Richardson. Inside to Howard. Good ball movement, though, and Howard like to have that one over again. Jason Kidd, Chandler on a running start down the lane. The ball is knocked out of bounds. Touched last by Orlando.
Would have been interesting to see if he had finished that playoff, what would have been called. Got a lot of little steps in there. It sounded like some skin, but probably the slap of the, well, it's not leather. What is the ball made of now these days?
What that is. Some
Styrofoam.
synthetic material.
Styrofoam.
Kidd for three. Dallas has made 3 threes already. And a blocking foul on DeShawn Stevenson.
Foul number 92, DeShawn Stevenson.
Dallas 15-6, 15 points for the Mavericks in just 4.5 minutes.
And you notice they have DeShawn Stevenson guarding Jameer Nelson, because Jason Kidd at his advanced age does not have the foot speed or lateral movement to keep Jameer from penetrating.
Well, they moved Stevenson into the starting lineup early in the year, and it's been successful for them. Turkoglu scores his first points back with a Magic uniform. Had 5 wonderful seasons here in Central Florida. Nice play by Howard. Richardson almost took it away from Stevenson, and a foul on Redick. Stevenson was off balance, so it didn't take much to put him on the deck, and it wasn't much from Redick. Stevenson was out of control and off balance. Not even sure Redick touched him. Follow-away jumper by Dirk Nowitzki. 2007 NBA MVP. Turkoglu pass deflected, stolen by Stevenson. Bad outlet though. Howard with the ball. Howard lurking back in there with the steal. Gets the Magic back to within 7.
Tyson Chandler and Dwight Howard all tied up about 20 feet away from the basket. The 2 closest officials are not calling anything. As we look at Dwight finish off that nice pass by DeShawn Stevenson on the save. And the other factor with the Hedo Turkoglu is that Dirk Nowitzki has to guard Hedo, which is problematical for him if Hedo handles the ball.
Richardson plays some tight defense on Caron Butler. And Dallas smoking to start the game. 7 for 10. Nelson, Redick back to Jameer. Howard with the move in the middle. Beautiful move, Dwight Howard. 3 blue shirts, unable to defend Dwight there. He's got 8 already.
Tyson Chandler just does not have the bulk to push Dwight out of his little sweet spot close to the rim. Man.
DeShawn Stevenson, 4 threes for Dallas in the quarter. Stevenson averages 5.5. He's got 2 threes already. Former Magic player. Howard off to a good start in the paint for the Magic, but Orlando having difficulty defending the 3-point line.
This holiday season, what do you give the man who has everything?
Mr. Gecko.
So as a defender, you're looking at the floor too, like what he's looking at. And then he shoots it in your face, hits you in the head, and it's another day at the office for him.
22-12 is the Dallas lead. They've been on fire from three-point land as well, 4 out of 6, as we take you back to Amway Center.
And they had to lose sometime.
At home with a 20-point lead to Milwaukee? It happens, I know.
They've won 16 of 17. Let's get a report from Paul Kennedy.
They hit those 4 separate threes, does Dallas, and Stan was pretty hot about that. And in particular, David and Matt, he said you got to close out on the shooters. And how can you leave DeShawn Stevenson open, he asked, when he's shooting 49% from three-point range? And then Gilbert hops off the bench and is out there probably defensively as well as offensively for those reasons, David.
Gilbert Arenas checked in during the timeout for J.J. Redick. Dallas 22, the Magic 12. Under 5 minutes to play in the first period. Nowitzki. And a foul on Turkoglu, his second personal.
As good an offensive player as Dirk Nowitzki's been throughout his career, he has never been comfortable as a low post player with his back to the basket. You see, he basically posts about 17 feet, and very rarely will he wheel and spin into the lane or the baseline for a hard take to the basket. It's usually that wrong foot little fadeaway jumper that he takes. Always comfortable facing the basket, usually at that high right elbow area, where he can either shoot it, kind of escape, dribble, and shoot, or drive it a little bit from there and draw a foul.
Turkoglu on the bench with 2 personal fouls. Brandon Bass, who has started the last 5 games, has checked in. Dirk Nowitzki has 8 first-quarter points for Dallas.
Its own defense again. It's the second time now the Mavericks have played it. Although Haywood, basically it's a box and one because Haywood's with Dwight.
Brandon Haywood checked in. They sag away from Jason Richardson. He can't make them pay. Jason Kidd to Nowitzki. Howard grabs the rebound. A rare Dallas miss.
And a good hard run out by Dwight. And even though Dwight doesn't get the pass, the Magic get a good shot out of it anyway. Can't get a better spot for Brandon Bass.
Now they're getting good looks.
Yeah. And they're running.
Jason Terry. Jason Kidd. Way off on the 3, but it comes back to him. Haywood defended by the smaller Gilbert Arenas, and a foul. Number 1 on Gilbert Arenas. Where's number 1? And the Magic are over the limit, so Dallas will go to the free throw line. Brendan Haywood having one of the worst years shooting free throws of any player I can ever recall. 26%. You could blindfold a lot of people and do better than that.
Well,
he's never been that bad.
Well, he started out very bad.
But who has?
Early in his career, and then he improved dramatically. Oh, my goodness.
Tonight's game is being broadcast in Spanish. Joey and Ramon saying hi to all of their listeners in Central Florida. You can access Joey and Ramon with the SAP button on your remote control. So the Magic get the ball back after 2 missed free throws by Brendan Haywood.
A shooting coach by the name of Dave Hopla really helped Brendan Haywood improve his free throw shooting with the Washington Wizards. They have a good one in Dallas. Larry Warren.
Does he work with Brendan Haywood?
Oh, I'm sure he's going to say he doesn't. Never met the gentleman. It's not mandatory that you work with the shooting coach.
Dwight Howard's got 10 of Orlando's 14. Caron Butler, wraparound pass, and Kidd shoots another 3. Howard tipped the rebound. Bath with the loose ball. We approach 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. Nelson gets an easy basket. Some early offense for the Magic there. One of the things that you're looking for the team to do to try and make this transition a little bit easier, Matt? Run the basketball, up the tempo.
One way to get more shots, because when you just play low post basketball, you slow the tempo down. So Jameer looking for the opening and easily going by Marion and Butler.
They're willing to spend money down there. They think they have a window right now of 2, 3, 4 years with this group, and they're trying to win a championship. So they have a huge salary, $94+ million for the year for that team. Yep.
Yeah, some success in recent years, and you get a new building down there. And I mean, you're not going to tell all these folks, "Yeah, we got this great new place, and we've got this team that was hot," but we're just going to rest on that. No,
a third good point, Ernie, and it's not even the first quarter. It's not even over yet.
You're our fantasy player of the week, Ernie.
See you later, Ernie. Go home.
Nobody picked me.
3 shots have been off and short. Arenas, a great look, about an 8-footer. Jason Terry. Here's Kidd, he's all alone, so he'll fire another 3, his second of the game, and Dallas has made 5 threes in the first quarter.
Gilbert Arenas and Dwight Howard both went down in the lane and couldn't get up.
2 minutes, less than 2 minutes remaining in the quarter.
J.J. Redick back in the game. There's a 3 for the Magic, their first of the night.
Problem again last night for the Magic beyond the arc, just 4 for 17. That's 3 games against Atlanta where they've only gotten 4 3-pointers in each one. Very unusual.
And 2 games on the road that they're under 5. That's a 3-second call, I think. Yep.
Violation, Magic ball.
They got Brennan Haywood camped out in the lane. And Orlando will get the ball back, trailing by 8. Mavericks have led by as many as a dozen.
The Mavericks they're not sure if they're playing zone or man here. 2 want to play man and 3 want to play zone. Let's see what happens. Earn the man. They mixed it up last night pretty effectively against Miami with zone defense.
Jason Terry, short. Howard battling Haywood, and the ball hit the top of the backboard. It'll be Magic basketball.
I think it's okay if it hits the top of the backboard. It's a dead ball if it hits whatever that thing is on top of the backboard.
Camera mounted up there.
Okay.
I think that's what that is.
Three things. I don't know what it is. But you can't hit it. There it is.
Arenas now defended by Jose Juan Barea. Oh, Richardson missed a gimme. Barea to the front court. And Sean Marion using a Haywood screen. Barea against Brandon Bass on a switch. Sean Marion, the one-handed runner, no good. Dallas has cooled off after a terrific start. Redick exploring on offense. Now the give and go to Redick. Marion must have gotten a piece.
How many layups have the Magic missed? I don't know. Boy, JJ can't believe he missed it.
Magic to play for the final shot of the quarter. Arenas using a screen from Howard. Arenas cross court, it comes to Bass. Big basket for the Magic to get this lead down to 6. Less than a second remaining. So Orlando trailed by 12 early in the game. Dallas came out smoking, and they made 5 out of 9 from beyond the 3-point line in the first period. But the Mavericks cooled off. They were 8 for 11 at one point, just 1 for their last 8 after that. And the Magic make it a 6-point game.
Orlando to David Steele, the old Georgia Bulldog, and Matt Gukas.
Ooh, Georgia Bulldog.
Have played fewer road games than any 2 teams in the NBA. They've both only played 10 times away from home. We'll see both this week, and both are 9-1 away from home. This is Earl Clark burying a 20-foot jumper. And it didn't take Earl Clark long to get his feet wet in Magic uniform. He just checked in to start the second quarter.
Now they list him at 6'10", but I don't think he's quite 7. What's Dirk? 7?
Yeah.
Maybe it's 6'10". It's a couple inches shorter.
And play by Jason Terry. Here comes Turkoglu in a breakout. And Redick launching a three. Drills it. Just like that, the Magic are back to within a point.
The Magic got up 50 of 26 shots in that first quarter, which would prorate to 52 and a half, 104 for the game, which is a far cry from 76 shots a game. So the tempo has been picked up. The zone defense of Dallas, very inactive. Nice little handoff by Gilbert Arenas on the break.
Redick matched up with Jason Terry. The shot clock is down to 5. Earl Clark defending Dirk Nowitzki. Youngster does a nice job, and Barea fires the jumper. No good. Magic get the ball back. So Earl Clark doing some good work out there on both ends of the floor. The 22-year-old in his second year out of Louisville.
And he's out there primarily because he is 6'10", as the Magic need a little length.
Gilbert Arenas puts the Magic into the lead. His first points tonight. And you know, Dallas played Phoenix last week, and Earl Clark played a lot of minutes. He must have played quite well. I'm sure the Magic coaching staff took a look at that tape in preparation for this game. Because you got 3 key guys, 3 key from that ball club that played in that game. Bass is called for goaltending. Very close call. Magic bench thought it was still on its way up. Their reaction would indicate here's a look on Fox mode. Really close. Bass dunks one as we return to live action.
Well, the celebrated defense of the Dallas Mavericks, even though the Magic didn't shoot a good percentage in that first quarter, their defense didn't look very good to me.
Magic got a lot of good shots.
I don't know if it's anything to do with the back-to-back or they've just been playing a lot of bad teams.
They've been playing a lot of home games, that's for sure. But with Haywood and Chandler in the middle, that has made them a better defensive team.
They play a very slow pace too. They're 24th in the NBA, and Magic are 25th. So that's when Avery Johnson took over from Don Nelson. That's the first thing he did was slow it down, play more of a half-court game, and it improved the defensive numbers.
Barea got to the basket but missed the shot. And Monty McCutcheon makes a call. I think he indicated someone grabbed the rim.
Illegal assist to score, Magic ball.
So Orlando is going to get the ball back.
They call somebody grabbing the rim. I know probably would be Chandler. Yeah.
Can't use the rim as a prop. This is not the dunk contest.
Well, you can, if you're up in the air and you're in trouble and somebody's under you, you can hang on.
Yeah, if you're
that's the only.
about to get hurt.
That's a judgment call.
This group on the floor doing a nice job. Howard getting some rest on the Magic bench. Gilbert Arenas attacking against Jason Terry. Wraparound pass to Bass. Turkoglu with the shot clock ticking down. He drilled it. That's what endeared Hedo Turkoglu to these fans for 5 seasons. Those types of end of clock miraculous shots.
Well, the Magic just kind of playing it by ear right now, playing some basketball on a 12-2 run to really almost put these Dallas Mavericks to sleep. The Magic have taken a 4-point lead early in the second quarter.
Better players. They got all pick and roll players. And by the way, these guys can shoot threes too. A great part. He's gotten them back in this game.
Pump fakes and fires. And a whistle, and a foul is going to be called against the Magic.
Once again, good defense by young Earl Clark, holding his ground, making Dirk Nowitzki take a difficult shot. It's not that difficult for Dirk because he usually takes that fadeaway, but it was under pressure. you would think Dirk would be doing whatever he can to try to just draw fouls against a young player like Clark.
Correa fires it inside, and Chandler dunks it. First field goal tonight for Tyson Chandler.
That's what Tyson Chandler does very well. He finishes off those alley-oop dunks.
Chris Paul did that very nicely with them.
Yeah. You know, about 4 field goals a game.
Turkoglu fouled by Jason Terry.
Foul number 31, Jason Terry.
That's team foul number 1 in the quarter on Dallas. Redick will inbound to Gilbert Arenas. JJ's being defended by Barea. Earl Clark on a drive and a nice dish to Bass with a dunk. Former Dallas Maverick Brandon Bass.
And how about the little dribble drive by Clark with a nice pass.
Young fella coming out of Louisville after 3 years of college basketball was seen as a player with great potential.
And
Chandler dunks again.
His Phoenix roots just creeped in there as he made a defensive error.
Turkoglu getting a screen from Bass. Bounce pass out of bounds.
Clark getting more than a step on Nowitzki, and a nice little handoff, and Brandon Bass in traffic.
That's 3 dunks in a row for Tyson Chandler. And we're tied at 35. Dwight Howard up off the Orlando bench along with Jameer Nelson.
The Magic had a lot of problems last night in Atlanta with their pick and rolls. And now it's starting to happen here the last couple of possessions.
Yeah, Chandler with a trio of dunks here in the second quarter. We're all tied up at 35.
Honey, we're taking Daisy out for a walk.
In the NBA, and I think you're going to see some major breakdowns here by the Mavericks. But his is a great pass, but no one picks him up. You see, and worried about Dirk Nowitzki, so Bass is hugged up over there, can't do it. Now there's just someone says switch, and nobody switches. He's wide open. And right here's a roll. Gilbert, stop right there. Gilbert Arenas has got to be in. He's got to bump him, and I think that's Bass underneath the basket. He's got to, or Earl Clark. He's got to come all the way over there and get in front of Chandler, and that 3 dunks in a row. So as I said, major breakdown or cherry picking.
Yeah, major breakdown. But you know what? There's a lot of big guys, and my coach used to tell me whenever you get next to the hole, dunk it. There's a lot of guys though will come off that pick and roll, can't catch it, and can't dunk it. So
show me the can't catch.
somewhere Chris Paul is at home. I told you.
Exactly.
I told you he can't do everything, but he can do that. I told you. That was 8 assists a game. I told you.
How good were Chris Paul and he together on that hard roll? Yeah, steady.
And we talked at length in the pregame show about the new members of the Orlando Magic, and Gilbert Arenas and Hedo Turkoglu, Jason Richardson, and not a word about Earl Clark. But he's had a bucket, he's had an assist off of the Orlando bench here so far. And
my name is Earl.
Earl Clark, baby, we keep doing it.
Get in the holiday spirit, snow falling, shoppers shopping, traffic piling up on I-4. Turkoglu for 3. And a long rebound for Jason Richardson. Richardson reporting back in for duty. Earl Clark got loose. Turkoglu found it.
Nice job by Earl Clark. Sean Marion, who in his youth was a good defensive player, even as a member of the Phoenix Suns, who were a run-and-gun team, he played very solid defense on his individual assignment. He got totally lost. Good movement off the ball by Clark. 3 by Jason Terry, who did not score in the first 3 quarters last night, and then really tuned it up in the 4th and went 6 for 10. He's averaging 8 points a game in 4th quarters this year.
Richardson, no good, but Howard an offensive rebound. Arian ahead to Barea. Dallas has numbers. And And Marion trailing the play, scoops it in. Easy 2 points for Sean Marion. His first points of the game. Dallas up by 3. Turkoglu with the reverse layup. No good. Howard got a hand on it, but here comes Barea again. Chandler just making his way across midcourt. And Sean Marion missed the shot. Howard the rebound. And he's really working hard to advance the ball quickly.
And the wings ran that time. Both Hedo Turkoglu and Jason Richardson ran the layup lanes and crossed underneath. I haven't seen the Magic do that in 15 years.
Richardson and Turkoglu, they both run the floor. Barea getting a screen from Chandler. Sort of. Now they go again. Marion. That weird-looking shot out of the corner is no good. The rebound, Richardson. He's made it work for a long time, though, Sean Marion. 12th year in the NBA. Turkoglu. Boy, that was an intentional foul by Dirk Nowitzki. And the ball goes out of bounds to the Dallas Mavericks.
Look at Earl Clark on the baseline and Sean Marion looking at, I guess, at the Magic bench, whatever. But this is just a good reaction play. And again, they're kind of in this matchup zone, and they've been confused. The Dallas Mavericks, have been confused on a number of occasions.
Magic shooting 45%, Dallas 52%. The Mavericks have made 6 threes. Here's Caron Butler. And 2-point shot won't go. Richardson got poked in the eye, so he was out of the play momentarily. And Butler with an open 3.
That's hurt. It really hurt.
Had a few of those last night, those second chance
a lot
threes.
of Zaza Pachulia slapped one out, turns into a 3. That time Tyson Chandler able to poke it out. That's what I'm talking about, gang rebound. Yeah, that's not Dwight Howard. The guards have to be in that position around the free throw line area to pick off those long tip outs. They're killers.
Nelson, that's way short. Butler rebounds for Dallas, and here they come again. Pretty good fast-breaking team. This time the Magic cut them off.
Oh, they'll be real fast when they get Roddy Beaubois back. He's been out with a bad foot. He gives them lightning quick speed, which will make up for the lack of speed that Jason Kidd has, and may save him some much-needed wear and tear during the regular season, because Jason looks old.
He's 37, one of the older players in the NBA, 17th year.
Well, I know what the number is, but I mean, he's playing old.
For an NBA player, he's
playing old.
For an electrician, he's approaching his prime.
Yeah.
Barea driving on Nelson. Little bump and a foul on Jameer.
14, Jameer Nelson.
His first.
His first, second team.
Only the second team foul on the Magic in the quarter. J.J. Redick will check back in. Earl Clark did some nice work for Stan Van Gundy. Gets a fist pump as he moves to the Magic bench from the head coach. Jason Kidd is back for Dallas. Caron Butler. The rebound taken by Turkoglu, and here he comes. Redick for 3. Marion chases down the Dallas rebound with 3 minutes to play in the second quarter. And Chandler running the floor, got an easy slam dunk, his 4th dunk of the quarter.
Getting behind the defense there, Hedo Turkoglu, who was the first big man back, the 4-man, so to speak. He's got to pick up and stay with Tyson Chandler and protect Dwight Howard there. That's a major defensive lapse and another easy bucket for Tyson Chandler.
almost.
And Rick Carlisle had said earlier this season, you want to have the best zone defense in the NBA.
Yes.
They have great defensive numbers, and they have a lead of 8 in Orlando.
Hito has the height at 6'10". There again, he throws one over the top.
Yeah, they've got a great rapport on the floor. Hito, Turkoglu, and Dwight Howard. Hito's first year in Orlando was Dwight Howard's rookie season in the NBA, so Hito watched Dwight blossom into an NBA great. Those two played off one another extremely well. Turkoglu finds Nelson for an open three. Boy, Turkoglu's doing a lot of nice stuff now for the Magic right now.
All started with the draw and kick from J.J. Redick, who just drives into the lane. That's like a post-up, just getting into the lane. Even though Hito's a stationary position out there, he's open to either shoot it or pass it to the wide-open Jameer Nelson.
Marion, the runner. And with 2 minutes to go in the quarter, Dallas 47, the Magic 40. Turkoglu working the Magic offense up top. Now it's Nelson and Howard playing pick and roll. Nelson down the lane, lays it in. Good offense by the Magic, much better offensively than last night.
2 pick and rolls, just very simple, very easy. Even though Dwight never touches the ball, he creates offensive scoring opportunities for his teammates by being on the roll, because that's who the defense is worried about. And you get the other players on the move.
White has 10.6 rebounds individually. Got a lot of great things otherwise for the team as well. Nelson couldn't finish that one, but here comes Jason Kidd. Cross-court bounce pass, and the jumper's good by Caron Butler. Butler's got a dozen. Remember that fourth quarter, second half he had last February? He scored 29 points in the second half of a game at the old Amway Arena.
Unconscious.
Playing for Washington, he had 2 points at the half and had 29 in the second half. Redick turns it over. 45 seconds left in the quarter.
Back for the Magic, number 30, Brandon.
That turnover by Redick is first and the Magic's 5th of the night. Turkoglu sits down. Brandon Bass checks back in. Different starting lineup tonight if you joined us late. J.J. Redick started with Jason Richardson, Jameer Nelson, Dwight Howard, and Hito Turkoglu. Dirk Nowitzki. Kidd back to Nowitzki. Fumbled it twice. And then shot a bad shot. Rebound Howard.
Butterfingers.
3 seconds difference between clocks. Nelson using some time. Howard set to set up the pick and roll out high. Redick is wide open for 3. How in the world can he get that wide open?
Oh, they're worried about Dwight Howard on the roll.
That's his 3rd three-pointer of the game. Howard with the rebound, and that's the end of the first half. It's a very entertaining one. The Magic start slowly, but terrific second quarter after they trail by as many as 12 in the first period.
Good first half, 49-45. And coming up in just a few minutes, the T-Mobile halftime report. Kevin and Chris are going to break down the first 24 minutes in Orlando. And we'll have highlights of a 6-game night around the NBA. Keep it right here for the T-Mobile halftime report.
Dallas is now. I like the fact I know who this team is. Their identity, they play a little zone. It's Dirk's team. You got the great guy coming off the bench. I just like who they are now under Carlisle, and it's going to be fun to watch.
Yep. We are ready to go here in the second half, and we're a mere,
that was on purpose, by the way, AJ.
Oh, you know what? We're 12 seconds away from Orlando's first free throw.
Well, they better get it on some sort of offensive foul.
Steal.
Come on, come on.
Now that's familiarity there. Turkoglu throwing it off the glass for Howard. Here's Stevenson, Kidd, and Butler. Another three for Dallas. They've matched their three-point total from last night in South Florida. That's 8 for the game.
You know, and I don't understand. Bob Byer said on the closeout, I just don't understand. You know, yes, you have to worry about Dirk Nowitzki to a degree, but you know, it's not like Nowitzki's going to overpower you at the basket. He's just going to take fadeaway jumpers, so you just put a hand up and live with it. So there's no reason to leave three-point shooters alone.
And Butler is having a career year in three-point shooting, hitting 40%. These free throws for the Magic, their first of the night. Hedo Turkoglu in 377 games with the Orlando Magic from 04 through.
Kevin McHale 8 seconds off in his prediction. 11:01. It was 11:09 when Hedo went to the line.
And I told Hedo, wait. He knew, but he couldn't stop it. He said, I got to get the foul now.
I want you to pick my lottery tickets after the game.
Great little back door right there. And like you said, Chris, they knew who they are. I love the way the Mavericks play, and they really get out there, and fun to watch.
I predict the next time Dallas goes to the line will be at 10:54.
Ernie, you're on fire, Ernie. I'm telling you. Big night for Ernie. I feel like buying rug products.
First half only picked up 1 foul, which is kind of unforgivable because he's normally a foul magnet anytime he's around Dwight Howard. And consequently was able to stay on the floor for 15 and a half minutes and was 4 for 4 from the field, all on easy little lay-ins or alley-oop dunks.
He's having a career year on the free throw line, proving that veteran players can get better at the free throw strike. 79% for the year coming in. He's a career 62% free throw shooter.
So as the elevator went up for Tyson Chandler, it went down for Brendan Haywood in a big way.
I think there's some kind of Zen thing going on there. I don't know. Redick attacking.
You know, this is why NBA teams don't play zone, because it's a bad defense. It's passive. It's soft. It's easy to beat. You get high percentage shots. You get offensive rebounds. And really, what Carlisle, three. I think it was a three, wasn't it, for Jason Kidd? Yeah. You know, Rick Carlisle basically is saying you guys aren't good enough to man up on everybody. They got the third best record in the NBA. Aren't they in our text poll as possible finalist team?
Yes, they are.
And they can't play man-to-man defense? What's going on?
I think they're afraid of defending Dwight Howard.
And penetration, you know, from Jameer.
Unforced error.
And Hedo.
Caron Butler, another three that almost goes in. Rebound Howard. So now they're 9 for 17 from beyond the arc. It'd be nice to see this guy get it going. Richardson, he was struggling prior to coming to Orlando in his last 5 or 6 games with Phoenix.
Now, he is so used to playing with Steve Nash, who is, you know, it's like a day at the beach. You just kind of hang around and wait for Steve to create, get you good looks, get you good shots. There's a three-point play opportunity for Jameer Nelson as he easily goes by Deshaun Stevenson.
His second team foul.
Jameer's mindset, every push after a missed shot, his mindset should be attack the basket, attack the baseline, and then play basketball from there. A long time ago, Billy Cunningham was coaching the 76ers as an assistant. And, you know, most of our plays had like 2 options. And the players said, well, after the second option, what do we do? He said, well, we'll just play basketball. And they looked at him like he was speaking a foreign language. Play basketball? What do you mean? You know, pass, cut, random pick and roll, back pick. You know, and Stan Van Gundy says the same thing to his guys. But players are so used to being structured into a certain way of playing that they really don't know how to play. I mean, they're fantastic talents, but they don't know how to play basketball together as a team.
Tyson Chandler is called for the foul. Push in the back of Dwight Howard.
His second, third team foul.
And 8:52 on the clock. A 5-point lead for Dallas. They've made 10 3-point field goals already tonight. And we're early in the third quarter. 3-point shots are wide open all over the floor tonight for both teams.
And Caron Butler looking over at Rick Carlisle, put up 5 fingers, saying, let's just play man-to-man. Or, you know, he's just giving up layups or giving up open shots. Half the team is in the zone, half's in man-to-man. Oh, it aren't half, it's 5 guys, so it can't be half.
This foul is on Nelson. That's number 2 on Jameer. And the second team foul on the Magic.
There was a time when Jason Kidd was an effective low post player, but
well, let's see. Not that time.
No. Not too scary anymore. There you go.
Turkoglu gets the open 3.
Yeah, JJ, I think probably should lay that ball up or look for contact.
Sean Stevenson. Sean Stevenson has made 3 of those tonight. Dallas has 11.
You know, after he left the Magic, his first year in Washington, he shot about 40% from beyond the arc, and then playing time started to diminish, and he cooled off from that area. As soon as he started blowing on his hand, whatever that thing was.
He's still doing that.
Does he do that
Got
still?
that going tonight, yeah. Or something strange. Howard puts it up, scores. He beat the 24-second clock. Well, that's a difficult angle from that, a left-handed hook from that left baseline.
Right. Not have a great touch.
Yeah. Which he does. You think all these 3-point shots falling for Dallas? You can cheer for Kidd.
They usually
could
cool
be
off.
fool's gold late in the game.
Usually cool off.
The Magic can
I heard Kevin McHale on the radio today talking about that, how that's what happens to 3-point shooting teams. The farther they go in the playoffs. There's JJ attacking again, and he ought to keep doing that, looking for a score. That those 3-point shots, that basket gets smaller and smaller the closer you get to mid-June.
They go to Kidd inside again, setting up Stevenson for another 3.
However, it's a big part of the Magic attack that they're not really shooting it up to the level that they normally do, which is about 10 for 27. They're down around 8 for 24. There's one there.
And they've made 7 tonight. That's not 11 that Dallas has knocked in, but it's helped keep them more than close. In fact, they now tie the score with 6:20 to go in the quarter. Jameer Nelson coming to life in this third quarter, and the Magic matched the Mavericks to this point.
As you see, Hito pauses, gets him an open jump shot because he's a good knockdown 3-point shooter when he gets an open look.
Dallas 11 out of 21 from the promised land tonight. And the Orlando Magic 7 out of 17, tied up at 64 as we go back to David Steele and Matt Gukas.
Richardson for 3. Howard had the rebound but lost it, taken away by Dallas. Jason Kidd to the front court. Chandler running the floor. Howard was late to get involved because he fell down at the other end trying to save the basketball. And a good foul by Gilbert Arenas.
His second, third team foul.
He fouled Tyson Chandler before Chandler could get into the act of shooting.
Both teams with 3 team fouls, and Rick Carlisle definitely wants to get Dirk Nowitzki going.
Too easy.
That's the pick and roll that the Magic had problems with last night in Atlanta. The one right in the middle of the floor, just not sure of who's supposed to rotate and pick up that roller.
Howard sets the screen for Arenas and tit for tat, I suppose. Yeah. Both teams are having major difficulties defending the other's pick and roll. 5 minutes to play in the third. Here's the pick and roll with Nowitzki and Kidd. Stevenson deflected by Howard. Loose ball. Turkoglu's got it, and here he comes. Hito centers it in the break. Redick lets it fly. Tough break, in and out. Rebound Chandler. Bounce court to Butler. Richardson covers up Stevenson. Arenas is on Butler. Ron Butler having another one of those great shooting nights in Central Florida. 20 points for Butler with quarter and a half almost still to play. Turkoglu enters it to Howard, defended by Nowitzki. Rolls in. 8 in the quarter, 18 in the game for Dwight Howard.
Hito doing a great job in the middle on that pick and roll. Waited for Dwight to seal off Nowitzki. They don't want to foul Dwight at all, do they? They will in the fourth quarter, I'm pretty sure.
Stevenson fires another jump shot in. He's got 11, former Magic player. This is by far the best we've seen him play against the Magic since leaving the ball club. The shot clock is down to 10. Howard with a rolling hook. Tip. Turkoglu no good, but it wouldn't have counted. He committed a foul over the back. You got a feeling, Manny, that if either team turns up defense for about 4 or 5 good solid minutes, that'll be the difference in the game.
Well, again, you know, we didn't see the game last night between Dallas and Miami, but in just reading about it, both teams were going on runs. One team would go on a 15-2 run, another team would go on a 12-0 run. That's the kind of team Dallas is, and the Magic are capable of doing that. We haven't seen it in a while. I think it's going to be one of those, whoever gets that run in the midway 6 to 4 minute mark of the fourth quarter.
There's a missed shot by Caron Butler. Randall with the ball, trailing by 2 late in the third. Nelson, they go under the screen. Jameer cannot make them pay that time. Kid the other way. Posting up Nelson. Butler looks inside for Kidd again. Nelson denies the ball. Richardson got an elbow right in the jaw. And a foul on Caron Butler. His third. Tight defense by Butler. The Magic trail by a deuce.
Are you ready?
Yes, definitely Phoenix can catch him.
Yeah, I agree.
Spins to his left and hooks and hits. Well, that is a difficult play to defend. What are you going to do? He turns and hooks it over that shoulder with the left hand.
Gotta live with it. And Chandler, as they pointed out in the first half, just not strong enough to bump Dwight out another step or so where that shot becomes a little bit more difficult.
Chandler has had so many great looks at the rim tonight. That foul was on Arenas, his third.
Any offense that he gives them is icing on the cake, especially when it's 6 for 6 from the field.
And all dunks, or as was the case on this one, a little easy shot at the basket and a three-point play for Tyson Chandler.
Against most teams, because most teams don't have Dwight Howard. He's more of a help defender as far as a shot blocker and taking up some space in the paint. But he has to try to stay body to body with Dwight as much as possible, so it takes away his help effectiveness. Boy, Jason Richardson just really struggling with his shot. 1 for 9. Made the first one of the game.
Did you know that he was 3 for his last 26 in threes before he came to the Magic in that trade? He was struggling mightily with his outside shot before the deal. Here's Kidd. That's a 3. Not this time. Chandler battling Richardson for the loose ball. It's Magic ball. Getting late in the third quarter, a minute 39. Magic trying to integrate 4 new players, and all 4 have played tonight. Earl Clark gave the Magic some good minutes in the first half, along with Arenas, Richardson, Turkoglu, and Gilbert Arenas. Here comes Dallas Jason Terry along the baseline.
Now he's a very dangerous, we pointed it out before, our fourth quarter player. Not quite there yet, but dangerous scorer late.
Howard pump fakes and then fires. Soft touch again.
Now that was a tough shot there because he was pushed farther out.
22 for Howard, 12 in the quarter. Terry out near midcourt. The shot clock is at 6. Marion swatted by Howard. Igniting a Magic fast break. But Dallas gets it back. Arenas and Richardson boxed that opportunity. And Kidd had the 3. Now moves in for a 2. Foul on Arenas.
Well, that was a strange pass on the fast break. It was like a overhead two-hand hard bounce pass. That little overspin on it. You don't see that too often. The swat by Dwight Howard, and it starts a Magic fast break, but bad pass by Arenas. Let's make the easy pass. Anytime you really want to throw that bounce pass is if you have to because of the defender's arm being in your way, or you're leading him right to the basket for a catch and finish, but not 28 feet away from the hoop.
Now, he's a point guard too. You'd think he would.
Yeah, but he averages over 3 turnovers a game. And, you know,
center the ball in transition.
A lot of bad habits in Washington over the years.
Yeah, I guess. Bass out, Turkoglu back in. Quiet night for Sean Marion. Gets 1 of 2. Orlando down by 4. The third quarter ticking down here at the Amway Center. Nelson with a spinning move, and a foul is called on Terry.
Foul to give.
His second, first in the last 2 minutes.
Orlando will get 6.9 and a chance to score at the end of the third.
Kind of like Hito with the ball in these situations. The shot clock going down.
That was going to do it. At the end of the third quarter, the Mavericks with a 4-point lead as Orlando and Dallas duel it out on a Tuesday night in the Amway Center. We'll be back.
It's game time, and you've only got...
Like Dwight Howard, he was so high. Magic with only 3 free throws in this game. I have a feeling they'll shoot a lot more here in the fourth quarter, especially when Dwight comes back into the game. And it wouldn't be a bad idea for the Magic to foul Brendan Haywood anytime he's trying to lay up. But there's a 3 for Dirk Nowitzki.
He's now 25th all-time in the NBA scoring books. 11 points tonight for Dirk Nowitzki. Those were his first points since the first quarter. Earl Clark. Well, it looked like Nowitzki got a good whack in there on that drive by Clark. And Orlando turns it over. Stan thought the same thing. Nowitzki with the jump shot comes up short. Rebound Gilbert Arenas. Offensive foul on Arenas. He goes shoulder to shoulder with Barea. Number 5 on Gilbert Arenas. The Magic have had 3 possessions. Bad shot, turnover, and an offensive foul. And Arenas comes out of the game. Redick will check in. A rocky night for the newcomer in a Magic uniform wearing number 1. Barea gives to Terry. Sean Marion, 3 seconds is the call. I guess away from the ball, it was Hayward that was standing in the lane.
He was the only one down there.
Yeah. No argument. Well, the Magic need to get it going right here. Sloppy start to the fourth quarter.
And Jameer has to pick up the pace a little bit. He's really in the half-court offense, just kind of walking the ball into the front court. Pick up and get everybody moving a little bit.
Beautifully done by J.J. Redick. He ran 2 men to the other end of the floor and then drove it right to the basket.
Some more layups I've seen J.J. get in any one game in a long time.
Unless you're counting pre-game warm-ups.
Wow.
And he's got 3 threes. Earl Clark bit on the pump fake by Dirk Nowitzki.
But a non-shooting situation.
His first team foul.
So worried about JJ's 3, and rightly so. 2 guys run him off the line.
Nowitzki fumbled the ball out of bounds.
Wow, sloppy play so far by the Mavericks to start the 4th quarter.
Magic not exactly a finely tuned machine either. Here they come with Nelson.
They hit that thing again.
The camera.
It's 2 cameras in one game.
Crazy plays in this quarter.
If I were the Magic, I'd get those cameras off of there.
Not helping matters tonight. They may provide great photos, but that's about it. Haywood with the 2-handed dunk. I wonder how many dunks Dallas has tonight. A bunch.
Yeah.
Too many. Stan Van Gundy will talk it over. 9:14 to play in the 4th. And the Mavericks 21-5 and 9-1 on the road. Lead by 7.
Dirk has connected and passed your old teammate.
Yeah, there it was, the 3 to go past Larry, and tell you, a lot of points. You start dropping over 20,000 points in the NBA. That's a lot of games. Look at the guys in that list, all tremendous players.
Yeah, your old studio compatriot Gary Payton next on the list for Dirk to pass.
He's at home saying, "That's right, EJ, you better say my name, homie. You know how it is." Yeah, Gary Payton is very happy at 22nd position. But you know one thing about Larry Bird and Dirk, big fans of both of them, and just the way that they commanded the post, outside the post, that Carmelo Anthony area is just so similar. And I love the way those guys, 15 feet and in, they're going to kill you. 22 feet and out, they'll kill you. No place on the court they're not comfortable.
Yep.
So GP, consider it done, homie.
Ooh, went homie on him. I like it.
Especially him. But you said Ben. You said him.
No, I said foul him.
Yeah. Good idea. 26%. There have been so few free throws tonight. This game is whistling by. Howard, there's a foul. Haywood knows how to do it.
Yeah, they'll be hacking away on Dwight here, but they would prefer to foul Dwight in the act of shooting. But Haywood wasn't going to take any chances there.
Dwight has not been to the free throw line tonight. We're in the 4th quarter. Dallas's largest lead is a dozen. They're up by 9. Earl Clark, about a 10-footer on the move. 6 points for young Earl Clark in his 2nd year. That's a moving screen, and the call made on the opposite side of the floor by veteran official Monty McCutcheon with an assist from Stan Van Gundy.
His first team foul. Back to the Magic, number 23.
Well, Clark goes to the bench. 6 points for Clark.
He had an impressive 13 minutes and got 4 minutes in the 4th quarter. Didn't expect to see that.
Well, Richardson has not played at all tonight.
No.
Turkoglu lobs it for Howard, gathers himself and draws the foul. Nowitzki giving one up. White almost got the shot to do it.
41,
Dirk got a pretty good whack in there, too. He wound
Yes, he
up and
did.
really clobbered Dwight. I
second team foul. Dwight Howard, shooting 2.
I have a feeling Dwight will remember that one. Hayward slow to react, but Dirk got there. And it's like a sledgehammer.
Right across the brow. First free throws tonight for Dwight Howard, who is having a terrific game. Let's get an update from Paul Kennedy.
Once down 7, now down 6. Stan Van Gundy just told his team, David, he said, look, we're still in it. Don't let this game get away. I recall Matty moments ago saying Jameer was walking the ball up the floor. He turned to Jameer and said, you've got to be faster. You've got to make plays. Guys are open. You've got to find them. We guys can get this done. David?
Well, you've got a made-over basketball team figuring things out against one of the hottest teams in the NBA. Tall order tonight for the Magic, and all week long, really, as Barea fires in a 15-footer.
Yeah, you don't want to go underneath the screen on him. He's too good a middle distance shooter. He's been a spark plug for Dallas. He and Roddy Bobois, I mentioned him before, who came on the scene last year.
Bobois still out with an injury. Barea getting the backup point guard minutes. 7-point lead for the Mavericks. They give the ball to Nowitzki. Turkoglu guards him. Turkoglu strips it clean. Redick racing to the basket, and a hard foul by Jason Terry.
Terrific defense by Turkoglu, who's defended Nowitzki overall very well. Got hurt early in the game on one post up. Other than that, he has kept his hands up, made him take jumpers over him, and that time with the strip starts a Magic fast break. The Magic really had a real good pace going in that first quarter. And I don't know, David, do you think the Magic are showing signs of fatigue given the amount of games that have been played over the last, 2-3 weeks? Given the stomach virus?
I know, you can't tell whether it's fatigue or just unfamiliarity with so many new players.
Yeah, nobody wants to make excuses. The players, the coaches, they're not making any excuses, but it's just, I've been noticing signs of fatigue.
And they're still in it, just a 5-point Dallas lead. Just need a few missed shots by Dallas, but they're not cooperating. Jason Terry, Mavericks are shooting 50% from the floor. Batted away, stolen by Kidd. And the Mavericks have numbers. Nowitzki. Nice job by Turkoglu again. Really battling Nowitzki. Double team from Redick. Nowitzki still able to score.
He had to work extremely hard for that. Tough defense by Hito. I don't know if he can do it any better, but Nowitzki, a tough cookie when he turns that 7-foot body in on you.
Amway Center in Orlando.
Western Conference opponents are mixed on how to defend him, whether you put a smaller, quicker guy on him or a taller guy like maybe even Dwight Howard.
He's one of the all-time greats. 9-time All-Star. Howard fumbled the dribble, and Nowitzki picked it up. Dallas with a 9-point lead in the ball. They led by 12 early in the contest. It's been very close since that time. Chandler dunks once again.
Oh, he's just hanging around that baseline most of the night. He is shaking. He got hit on the head.
Dazed. Dallas used a foul to stop the clock.
Foul number 41, Dirk Nowitzki.
Dirk Nowitzki took one for the team.
His third, 14th foul.
Well, Howard went up to challenge the shot, so I'm just making the guess. We haven't seen the replay yet. Dwight probably got him pretty good on top of the head.
On the downswing. That's when Dwight does most of his damage. The inadvertent follow-through. He has gotten some of his teammates as well.
Yes. We have timeout on the floor. And Tyson Chandler still trying to shake off the cobwebs. Dallas by 11.
The immortal words of Kevin McHale. Down
goes Tyson. Down goes Tyson.
Actually, he should have just fell right there. Maybe the ref would have gave him some consideration.
Yeah, no question, yeah. But I tell you what, he fought. Oh, he's getting going to go down.
Pick me up,
I'm hurt.
It's teamwork. People supposed to, make sure he's all right, but.
Cut me, Mick. Cut me, Mick.
Caron Butler's got 20. Dwight Howard, 24 and 16. You look at the boards Dwight Howard has had in the last 3 games. 20 on Saturday and then on Monday and 16 tonight. But Orlando trying to fight from behind at home. It's 91-80.
He's been hurt most of the time in those games, but he's very rarely played this many minutes without being in serious foul trouble. But he purposely didn't commit fouls in the first half. He was just playing pretty soft. I'm surprised they didn't foul Dwight there.
Terry lost the ball out of bounds. Not very many turnovers tonight, but that is number 12 for the Mavericks. 12 apiece. Defensive 3-second call against the Dallas Mavericks. Jason Kidd.
That is a team.
J.J. Redick steps to the free throw line.
Redick will shoot.
J.J. made 30 of his first 31 free throws this year. But only 14 of his last 21 coming in through tonight. He's 3 for 3 in this game.
5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Hito Turkoglu usually feels very comfortable in that pick and roll with Dwight.
Here it is, Turkoglu. Cut off by Chandler. Throws it back inside to Howard. He lost the ball, and there's no whistle, and it's Dallas basketball.
Jason Kidd reached in, I think, to try to foul Dwight in the act of shooting, and probably did both, fouled and stripped at the same time.
Mavericks get it back with a 10-point lead. Here's a whistle and a foul on Hito Turkoglu. Number 4 on Turk.
Yes, second team.
Only team foul number 2 on the Magic.
Dirk chattering away at Hito. I don't know if Hito can understand him with the mouth guard in there. Oh, that was good screen by Hito. He tried to get out of the way to left. Is it Jameer?
Yes.
And he wound up picking him.
Jameer Nelson for 3. Got it. Nelson has knocked down 4 3-point shots tonight. We still have plenty of time left, but this game is slowed to a snail's pace. Both teams.
Yeah. That happens in fourth quarters, but both teams do look very tired in the back-to-back situation. Good shot.
Howard tipped it, then controlled the rebound. Trying to get the tempo up, Orlando, but Dallas is back. Nelson firing another 3. Long rebound to Nowitzki. Kidd pushing the ball. Stops at the 3-point line. Howard came out on him, and a kick ball. Nelson got a foot on it. Dallas keeps the ball. Clock stop, 3:35 to play. Stan Van Gundy trying to figure out a way to snap a 3-game losing streak. Nowitzki at the foul line. Forced the shot wildly off target. Rebound Howard. Dwight with 19 rebounds to go with 24 points.
Redick's alone. Was for a second.
Richardson will drive into Chandler and force it in. Second field goal tonight for Jason Richardson. We're at the 3-minute mark in the fourth quarter. Nowitzki. Kidd jumped into Richardson and got the whistle. Ronnie McCutcheon says right now it's a 3, but he's going to take a peek at the video. Find out if Kidd's foot was beyond the 3-point line.
Jason Richardson. In second, third team foul. The play is being reviewed to determine the number of free throws.
Well, the officials all assembling. Let's take another look. Is this what the officials are looking at?
Yeah.
His foot was on the line.
Inside the line, yeah. Half of it.
2 free throws for Jason Kidd.
Well, he'll only get 2 free throws.
Jason Kidd has 11 points, 12 assists, and no turnovers. But really has not done all that much. That's not a bad line. It's not.
Jason Kidd shooting 2.
Real quiet
But
double-double.
he's defensively, he's just trying to mill around. He's generally better off guarding bigger, stronger guys. Anybody with quickness really gives him fits these last few years.
He's only shot 24 free throws all season coming into tonight. This is his first.
He's pretty much become a spot-up three-point shooter.
Minutes are down to a career low, 33 per game, which is still quite a bit for a 37-year-old point guard. 13 points for Kidd, a 9-point lead for Dallas. Turkoglu to J.J. Redick. 3-point shot, a beauty. Redick in the starting lineup tonight. He's played a terrific basketball game. 21 for Redick.
Well, I'm going to be anxious to see, eager to see what the pick and roll with Hedo Turkoglu has yielded point-wise.
Look at this. Oh, Turk could not finish. And Nowitzki got the rebound. Fast break looked great until the end. And Nowitzki for 3. Well, that's usually when he sticks in the dagger. Yeah. We've got a foul called against the Magic's Jameer Nelson.
And they had numbers, and you're right, but Dirk did not look comfortable taking that 3. Hedo says he's fouled on the play. Yeah, he's pushed by Nowitzki and Kidd. That's why he came up short. Non-shooting situation. That's just the 4th team foul for the Magic.
Well, that would have been a big play to get those 2 points. At least get into the free throw line, Hedo Turkoglu. Nowitzki, shot blocked by Turkoglu. Hedo stops for 3. Well short. Chandler with the rebound for Dallas.
Less than 2 minutes remaining in the quarter.
Well, you do look like you've got 2 tired teams right now, both ends of the floor. Terry getting a couple of screens. Nowitzki bumps Turkoglu. Jason Kidd, one off the 3-point line by Nelson. Nowitzki in traffic, lost it, and a whistle. Howard going to be called for the foul. Sending almost a 90% free throw shooter to the line.
Dirk's not moving all that well. His pet move is to always come back to his left. The Magic are defending that well. He's just playing on instinct out there right now, which he's done for a long, long time in fourth quarters. Knows how to put points on the board, as Jason Terry does.
Perfect at the free throw line tonight, Nowitzki, 6 for 6. And he had a couple of chances to get it down. Inside of 6, but couldn't do it. Now they're battling again uphill. Minute and a half to play. Hedo Turkoglu on the drive, gets it up to the backboard. Howard tipped it. Howard gets it back again. He's grabbed by Kidd and a foul.
Once again, Hedo, I think he was trying to make that one, but he just wanted to make sure it wasn't blocked to get it up there on the rim at least, where Dwight Howard could possibly clean it up. Good job by Dwight, batting it to himself.
Orlando has shot a grand total of 8 free throws in this game. That's close to franchise low. Howard has 20 rebounds in the game. The third straight time that he's had 20-plus rebounds. He has 22 tonight. He had 20 against Atlanta, and against Philadelphia had 20 the last 3 games. And he's perfect on the foul line tonight. He just hadn't been there very much. Still a 2-possession game with 1:22 left. Jason Kidd gives to Terry. Terry had the big fourth quarter last night in Miami. Cross court to Kidd. Sean Marion. No good. Rebound Howard. Magic have to push the ball. Turkoglu cut off at midcourt. Nelson to the free throw line. Richardson, 3-point shot is good. 3-point game. Now you've got a chance. Richardson has had a long dry spell from beyond the arc. Going back to his time in Phoenix before the trade. That's a big one, though, for Jason Richardson.
Well, typical scorer shooter. These guys have no memory, no conscience. So you got to keep taking the next one. It's the only way you break out of those slumps. He shot that with a lot of confidence as the Magic get a good running opportunity off the Marion miss, and they pulled to within 3.
Point game as we take you back to Orlando.
What a battle tonight between those two. Hito deflected it. Terry picks it up and fires. 2-point shot, Jason Terry.
And that's a tough shot, too, because it was under pressure. The pass was deflected, which slowed it up. But Terry just made up his mind he was going to fire it no matter what.
Ball is in the hands of Turkoglu. And he is fouled by Sean Marion. So Dallas is over the limit. Turkoglu will have a chance to get the lead back down to 3 with 27 seconds left.
Turkoglu shooting 2.
But Turkoglu, if you look at the stat sheet, you think you didn't see the game. Well, he has not had a good game, but he has had a very good game.
Well, mainly because his floor game, his ball handling, his pick and roll plays. Yeah, his shooting not good, 2 for 11, but he does have 7 assists and a lot more good passes, and just the problems that he creates in the middle of the floor on the break. Because of his length, able to see over the defense and make good decisions for the most part.
And the ball has been in his hands in the fourth quarter. 99-96, the Magic apply pressure and a foul. Richardson fouling Sean Marion.
Foul number 23, Jason
That stops the clock with 26.5 seconds to play.
Penalty situation.
Marion is an 81% free throw shooter this year, 82% for his career. But has not been there a lot, only 49 free throw attempts coming into the game. 1 for 2 tonight. Brandon Bass will check in. And J.J. Redick checks out.
I guess for a defensive rebound, because the Magic do have timeouts.
2 timeouts left. And Orlando will use the timeout with 26.5 on the clock. Sean Marion's free throws give the Dallas Mavericks a 101-96 lead. Magic have a full and a 20, and they'll use the 22nd timeout right here.
I think they're going to look for the 3 here.
Turkoglu will inbound it. Comes into Richardson, rising and shooting. Drilled it! Big time 3 by Jay Rich. Dallas will have to use a timeout to talk it over.
Boy.
How about that?
Of course, Hito Turkoglu, an excellent inbound passer. He had J.J. Redick, I thought, open on the roll over the top into the left corner. There he is. But a terrific screen set by Dwight Howard off the ball to free up Jason Richardson. They sent everybody the other way. Dirk, the only guy in the front court. And it would have been a good idea just to play off Kidd and double team Nowitzki to make them throw to anybody else. Not that Kidd and Marion and Terry are bad foul shooters. And just almost leave Tyson Chandler alone. Yeah. Hope he gets it, but
didn't happen, and Dirk's on the line.
Dirk is human. Now, even though he's a great free throw shooter, normally over 90%.
He's perfect tonight, 7 for 7, and has made 33 in a row.
We're trying everything we can. And the Magic have one timeout left.
Made them both. Dallas by 4. Still a lot of time left, and Orlando will use its final timeout. 24 on the clock, 103-99, Dallas.
Amway center with 24 ticks to go.
Kidd is up with Redick beyond the three-point line, but normally JJ runs to the, he's going to run to one of those corners.
4 shooters surrounding Dwight Howard. Great screen again by Howard. Richardson using a Howard screen with a three-point shot. Rattled in and out. Terry rebounds with 18.5 seconds to play.
A good one.
Yes, he did.
Can't fault the execution again, although had to put it on the floor. It's a tougher shot off the dribble, but still another pick by Dwight Howard, freeing up Jay Rich as Deshaun Stevenson got hung up again. I don't know why is Deshaun. That's twice now. He's just running into picks.